Style and grace, you know you've got it. Oh girl, what a thing. Better find your loving, so sweet and genuine. My lips on your neck, every time we caress. I've tried, but I could never forget. Oh baby, I follow the stars right to your heart. 'Cause I can't fight this feeling, it's a real thing. And I kiss every scar, just show me how far. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'll find you wherever you are. Got to find you, it's been way too long. Got to find you, just hold on till I get there. I'll know when I've reached my destination. Out here in this galaxy. When I get close, I feel your good vibration. And you know that it's me. Oh, follow the stars right to your heart. 'Cause girl, I know it's real. I had seen it from the start. I'll kiss every sky, yes. Just show me how far. And I'll find you wherever you are. Find you wherever you are. Find you wherever you are. Find you wherever got to find you. Hold on till I get there. Just hold on till I get there. I'll find you wherever you are.
Yes, you're locked in here to the voice of choice, the nation station radio Anguilla and Diamond Our Studios. Now, 26 and a half minutes after 1 o'clock. And we have joined by Lit Lounge and Vere Musiq today in the persons of Davon Carty and Ivan Berry from Lit Lounge, and we have from Vere Musiq team Ivan Connor.
So that's Ivan and Ivan.
Ivan and Ivan.
That has never happened before. Yeah.
Please. Thompson. Yes, right. Okay, so we're here again to speak about the revolution of the music scene in Anguilla, right? Because here's it that we're having some different musical entertainment flair, so to speak. So we're talking about the intimate and interactive sessions. It's a series that's been put on by Lit Lounge. And if you don't mind, gentlemen, just give us a brief overview for anyone who may not know what the series is about.
Well, I get that job. Intimate, interactive lit lounge. It's something we've been doing for some time. It's bringing incredible artists to the stage, and in this case, it's same format, featuring Vere Musiq. And the whole idea is to give Anguillian artists and culture a platform to exhibit their works, to an audience at the Lit Lounge. So it's something we're looking forward to. We're just excited to support creative people. It's just what we do. And what do you think?
Yeah, I think that's great. Just to add to what Devon said, it's whether it's local, regional, or international artists, it's really about spotlighting an artist in a different light. So I think Vere right now is the hottest thing in Anguilla. Tourists and locals alike love this group, and it's really exciting times. So Ivan reached out to Ivan and said, listen, we have this intimate and interactive at Lit Lounge, and people have seen Vere Musiq do their thing on so many different occasions, and so many different great spots. Lit Lounge, we think, has a really, really great balance of tourists and locals, young and old. And, we're a beach bar with a fantastic backdrop, etc. And, Gaff and his crew has done such a fantastic job in staging, sound, lighting, and live streaming that we all agreed that showcasing Vere Musiq in a different light for the world to see. And I think between, Devon and my international contacts, everybody will be tuning in, and whether it's that night or thereafter. And it'll be a great platform for Vere Musiq to get some ears and eyes on them from a record label, music publishing, other marketing initiatives that we have on a global level. So that's the idea, is using this fantastic tropical, lounge as a backdrop for great music for the world to see.
Right, and let me just veer off a bit.
Pun intended. Good one. All right, you get 7 points.
Yeah, for sure. So you mentioned the backdrop, right? And I've been hearing about the green flash. Do you guys experience the green flash from your vantage point?
Definitely.
We do. We wherever it exists and there's no clouds on the horizon, we see it every time.
Wow,
it's amazing.
Yeah, I gotta check that out. All right, so we're gonna get back on track, and so we have Kasim here. Kasim, tell us a bit about the group in terms of y'all working together and progress wise. What's the journey been like?
All right. So, as he said, my name is Kasim Thompson. I serve as music director, keyboardist, backing vocalist for Vere. My simple job description is to make Vere's job easy. We've been playing together for a while, this core group, since the latter half of 2020. It's been a nice journey. Everyone is willing to learn. Everyone is patient with one another, willing to share knowledge, patient with the progress. And we're just all about laying the groundwork, doing the hard work, and reaping the benefits that are coming our way in the future.
Right, and I've gathered that you guys have a very different way of thinking, because I think that you focus a lot more on quality versus the quantity. And so tell us a bit about, every day a practice session. How do you go through a practice session?
Well, as everybody in the world is different, and even in the core group, everyone came from a different type of musical background. Some of us are classically trained. Some of us are trained in terms of community groups, drumming groups, African drums, djembe. Some of us have experience in the studio, audio production. So we bring those different types of backgrounds to bear on how we would want to create a quality sound that is unique to our brand, but still, paving forward the unique elements of Afro-Caribbean music that we want to present to the world, and Anguillian music at its core.
Okay, so, okay, continue.
So in a general rehearsal, it could be that Vere wants to bring some songs, or anybody could bring some songs. We would break it down, examine, the type of sounds that we would want to go for, whether it be maybe the keyboard sounds that I'm looking for, the type of bass riff that the bass man would be looking for, the type of licks that the saxophonist would embellish on top of the music. And it wouldn't just be listening to the studio recording version. We would listen to live versions. We would listen to how other artists interpret it, So it's not just that we know all and we're coming to present that. We're listening and learning from people before us, contemporaries around us, to ensure that, we respect the music and put forward the best product.
Wonderful said. So, in that light, tell us a bit about the preparation for the intimate and interactive sessions.
Well, it's more of the same as I just described. It's been intense, because compared to when we did the live of Vere's debut single release in October 17th, it would have been a bit more time. This time it's less time, but so it calls for us to be more focused, to be more in tune, to do the groundwork before we meet for rehearsal. But I think it's good in preparing us for the way the real world works. Sometime you may be, let's say, touring in Europe, and then boom, these guys want you in Africa. You don't have time to go back home to prepare and then go to Africa. You bounce from Europe to Africa one time.
Right.
So that's why I said before, laying the groundwork now, and ironing out the details and getting out all the kinks and ensuring that each person individually works on bettering their craft, and so in so doing you better the craft of the group.
Right.
I think this experience has helped to shape that and put that in perspective.
Okay, and I just want to move across now to Mr. Connor, Ivan Connor. Tell us a bit about your roles and responsibilities as it pertains to Vere Musiq.
So I'm the troublemaker. I'm management, but I'm the troublemaker. I give these guys as much as I can an opportunity to express their talents and to do what only them can do. And just be there for them. I mean, me and Vere, we're actually blood relatives. We're cousins. And then when he approached me, he said, he wanted to take things a bit more serious and really put his all into this, and he was looking for management. He asked me if I would, so that's where I came in, and boom. And we started basically he has a lot of material, which people don't know. And these two guys to my left, my immediate right, I ain't pointing no elbows, but every time you sit with them, they'll be like, yeah, I good at the covers thing, we like that stuff, but produce your own expletive music. You know what an expletive is. And we couldn't hear it more and more and more and more and more. And Vere has the material, so that's where we started. I have a lot of connections to some great producers, great friends down in Jamaica and otherwise. Wade Johnson produced Wherever You Are. He's played for Beanie Man, Junior Gang, Jesse Royal, the list goes on. Ron Madison played bass, he plays for everybody. So we have a nice core. And from there, it just took off. I mean, if you ever get a chance to speak with Vere about the journey, it was like a voice note. He was going home, literally in his car, and he's humming this, and he sent that to me, okay, finish it. Finish the lyrics. Like that, okay, let's go put it down on a click track, then send it off, and he just got engulfed in the process. So what I am, and people tend to call me, not necessarily a manager per se for the band, but I facilitate. So I am like the link and the glue between what they want to go. These guys got the vision. I go to the rehearsals and they come knowing where they're going. They pay attention to what the the family wants. I don't call them our fans. So that's another thing. When you see we say on the ad the family table, that's exactly what it is. It ain't about fans coming on there. Everybody coming to Lit Lounge on Saturday. You're gonna be family. You're gonna eat some good food. You're gonna drink some wine, have some drinks, and you're gonna enjoy a hell of a show. I'm not even joking. I told the guys, I went to like 3 rehearsals, and I was like, I'm not coming back because I want to be just as excited as everybody else in the crowd, just for the sound and the song choices that you do. Everybody know that Vere is very versatile. He can do the pop, he can do the ballads, he can do the soca, he can do the R&B, but at his core, well, that'll be decided when you hear the set list on Saturday. You'll know where we're going. So that's a long way around to just tell you that I am the guy that just keep it all together and do what Ivan tell me to do.
Right. So I want to get back to Lit Lounge in a bit, but before we do that, just give us a bit of some feedback. What have you been hearing from the public or from your family in terms of Vere Musiq's progress and the overall performances?
People absolutely love the vibe. When we say good vibes only, we really mean it. Like, that's what we are built on, and we tend to hashtag good people. Because everybody around us is good people. Everybody that's part of our family that supports us in and out, they are good people. When we say good vibes only, that's exactly what it is. That's what people are looking for. Every venue we play, every event that we play is just a different level of energy. You may hear 1 or 2 songs because that they are fan favorites, but we approach every session, every live event or otherwise as its own entity. That's when the family come in to sit down. When you got family come over as a child, you're just excited your cousin come over, you planning your day, you're going to eat, you're going to run up the yard, you're going to play cricket. That's the vibe subconsciously that we are trying to build. That will be the vibe even at Lit Lounge. This thought process happened before. Ivan said, hey guys, let's do it. And we had to change the date because everybody know we've been on break for the last 3 weeks. Vere had a medical procedure, so he's been out, even out from working otherwise. So this is the first time we're playing in 3 weeks. The band has done their thing without him because of course you can do your thing and be ready for it, but the guy is so excited to get back. This feels like back in October again, like when we had come together and everybody was like, okay, we gotta, but it's more seasoned, it's more mature, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
Okay, so Dave and Ivan, tell us a bit about the feedback from the public in terms of putting on this particular intimate and interactive session featuring Vere Musiq.
Well, for me, it's I feel the energy. It's evolution of what's been happening in Anguilla for some time, and I think that Vere is really the latest to the core, to elevate even further, So I get to watch it and enjoy. It's not my work. It's somebody else's work, but I enjoy it just as much, and I look forward, just like Ivan, just to see where it goes, because this is kind of like the young generation, so I'm interested in seeing what's happening mentally, what they're thinking. My expectation is that they will be able to take this one step further than everybody else, whose shoulders they stand on before, and our role is to support, and that is what Lit Lounge is about. It's about, we're arts and entertainment people at the very, very core, so our job is to not only provide knowledge and facilitate, but we're fortunate enough to be able to provide a space, which is something that isn't always available, not always accessible, but between Lit and the people we always work with, even coming up to Radio Anguilla and seeing people like you and Keith who help get the message out, and people like Gaff, who has done an outstanding job in terms of facilitating and supporting in his technical expertise. So we're developing across the board, all assets and facets of what really is going to be a fantastic music industry moving forward. I see it growing and developing, and I see people taking opportunities, and I see people not making mistakes of the past because they've learned from what it is they see. So I'm just excited about it,
Right.
Yeah. And also to add to that, the feedback has been fantastic. We've been getting so many calls, so many WhatsApp messages, so many comments on social media platforms, etc., about people wanting to come, definitely come in, book a table, book a bottle, that sort of stuff. And I think that's the feedback we expected, when we sat with Ivan and Devon, etc. It was exciting, I come from a background of developing international artists globally, who's multi-platinum and Grammy Award winning, etc. And I'm really excited about this group. I've always said that Anguilla has this extreme, immense amount of raw talent here, and some needs to be developed more and others not, and where we stand with groups like British Dependency and Diana and stuff like that, and the Omari Banks, etc. And I think that Vere Musiq is the newest, hottest thing that Devon and I had absolutely nothing to do with, but it's so exciting seeing what Ivan and Vere Musiq and the rest of the team has done musically and visually, and more importantly from a whole marketing point of view. Ivan is a marketing expert, and they've done a fantastic job in not only marketing to a local audience, but an expat community, a tourist community, etc., where their shows are always packed, it's always fun, it's always enjoyable, etc. And it's a real concert. It's a real concert on any international standards without the major population and stuff like that. So again, teaming up with GAF and offering that streaming service and really great sound and really great lights, and Lit Lounge being the backdrop of just a beautiful, safe environment for everybody to come out to. I think Vere Musiq and Lit Lounge and GAF's team, we're just gonna top this one. We're gonna make this a great Saturday night.
Yeah, and to add to that too, because there's what we're working on actually is and this is from the Lit Lounge side, is we want to take it up a notch, because I think the streaming thing is really important. So we're discussing with Gilbert, because we do have access to our own platforms, so we're about to take it another step now. We own a platform called Caribbean One, which is our platform, and the whole idea is to be able to take Caribbean content and give it a real home, not
Right.
just be YouTubing like everybody else, or out there in the mix of everything.
Yeah.
So we're a real power player now, and we've just been putting the bits and pieces together for a long time. So we got all this music industry experience. We now have a venue, we have a streaming service, and we have artists who you don't have to pay attention to. They are serious about the business. They can do their homework, and they can bring their art to the forefront. So that's another jump that you're gonna see. Our own platform in Caribbean One, being able to give our artists their own space and not have to compete with the glut of everything else that's happening on YouTube. So that's something that we're excited about too.
Yeah, and they go on stage 9 o'clock, is it? But
Yeah,
I wouldn't come at 9, and I wouldn't come at 8. I would come at 6, because from 6 p.m. onwards, we have the Volleyball Association that does a Saturday volleyball tournament there, and it's really exciting because it's night volleyball. We have the big spotlights on the beach, and here's these super athletes that's just performing. So from 6 to 9. Thereabouts, you have the volleyball tournament happening. DJ Yush is going to be DJ before and after the Vere Musiq performance. So it's going to be an entire evening. So come and grab your front row seats, because there won't be any if you come at 8 and 8:30 and stuff like that. So come early, have a drink, have some pizza, and grab your seat and enjoy some volleyball. Enjoy DJ Yush, and wait for the big the big show, big Vere Musiq, the big comeback.
Yeah, I really gotta support that, because I've gone on there the last 2 Saturdays, and it's a great vibe from sunset on in. There's something like there's legit something for everybody. You can go by the bar, have a drink, have decent conversation. You can enjoy some volleyball. There's a lot that we gotta be thankful for in Anguilla. A lot of places ain't got this freedom right now, and everybody need to free up with everything that's going on, man. Listen here, everybody listening to the sound of my voice right now. You deserve a free up. You need some time. It been a little rough, you check. So yeah, Saturday. Yeah, we got in. Ivan and Ivan, you can. Ivan and Ivan.
Two Ivans, man. Ivan the Great and Ivan the How.
I told you what gonna get. But yeah. Listen, it's gonna be mad fun. It's gonna be mad fun. It's gonna be mad fun. Like this is gonna be one for the ages. I know these guys going all out in terms of stage, present, song. What we gonna do? You come into a show, real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. You come into a show.
Nice.
It's a showcase, not a showcase in that sense, but it's really because, GAF is live streaming, globally. And we're going to invite, and then Caribbean One, etc. And we're going to be, tapping into all of our international contacts. We basically have to show the world, that Vere Musiq is a ripe and ready recording artist that is ready for global standards, number one. But also we have to show that we have a venue and we have an island that is just absolutely beautiful to showcase these sort of music projects.
Right. Nice. All right.
I mean, like from this, in everybody talking about economy and they're talking about all sort of things, but from this isn't an introduction. This is a first impression of what we have to offer here. The world is going to open back up. You need to have Jesse Ryle. You need to have Chronics. You need to listen there. I want to play Lit Lounge, intimate and interactive. You need to have everybody thinking that. Like, we got a really, really dope. This thing is really, really dope. Like, honestly, the ambience of the venue, what it stands for, just what it really can be is something that I think we all should get behind. So everybody come out in their numbers.
Yeah.
Let's show the world, listen here. We got something here, not just the talent. We got the venues. And literally this could be entertainment tourism in a minute. Like, let's look at things that way.
You know what? Like, over the last couple of months, Jamaica, Barbados, Trinidad have been doing so many concerts without an audience. They live to stream concerts. And then you look at the NBA games and, they all these cardboard faces and stuff like that, And you look around the world and entertainment without an audience. Anguilla has got to be proud, and Lit Lounge and Vere Musiq has got to be proud that we're bringing the world live to stream an amazing concert with a real live, free, COVID-free audience.
Nice.
And that's true, there's no charging.
And it's free.
It's free.
It's a free show.
It's a free show. Yeah. You come down there, grab a drink, buy a bottle or two, buy some pizza. The pizza at Little Town is great. I don't think my cousin, who we does walk out often, should be hearing me say this. But yeah, like, the food there is great, the people is great. It's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. Like, I'm legit excited. I'm gonna be there early, and if I'm gonna be there early, then
Yeah, well, we gotta let people know it's this Saturday.
It's this Saturday, the 13th, and this is the first time the band is gonna play in the last 3 weeks. This is we're back after this. This is it.
Yeah, this is not a gig; it's a show.
It's a show.
This is a show.
This is out and out. This is a performance. This is not. This is different. This is the real thing. This is the big stage. This is.
It's
45 minutes to an hour of the show.
Okay, so before we wrap up, right, tell us a bit about what we got going on, because I know you're always talking about your sliders and these cocktails. We got anything special for that Saturday while you're training?
Well, listen, we always special. We so special that we don't do nothing special. Bring Vere up on the stage. The pizza's the best. The sliders the best. We got the best cocktails. What else you want us to do?
Best big screen.
Yeah.
Best
Okay,
backdrop.
right. Right.
Best everything.
Yeah, and I'm going to be
Best
there.
staff.
That's special.
Hey.
And Campbell is going to be there. Gaff is going to be there. Hey, man, the specialness is just us getting together and enjoying a great local of international standard production and artists.
And
Never get more special than that.
Yep.
I gotta while we're here though, just shout out the band. Those that are here in studio with us. I know
Yes.
Vere is watching from home. His recovery process should be done by Friday. He should be cleared. Saturday we're going full fledged, but Carvel is someplace on the road. I won't call him by his nickname. Cougar T, KC is someplace probably at school. I know Dennis Lopez. Yeah, he's playing with us. He's someplace listening. And I know our friends in Jamaica got a message from Wade. Shout out Wade Johnson. He's actually producing the next single as well. I can't talk about this one. I'll let Vere talk about this one, but this one is huge. This one is huge.
Nice.
Yeah, this one is huge. So I'm going to shout him out. All the guys in Jamaica that we're working with and just the team. Everybody. There's a lot of eyes on Vere Musiq. I'm not saying that in any sort of facetious way. I'm not really tooting the horn, but when Devon and Ivan say, that they are gonna ensure that the international community hear what Vere Musiq has to offer, they're serious about that, because we get the calls, we see the follows, we see the questions. When your name is being called in rooms that you didn't ever think you'd see, much less be a consideration of, then things are changing. So we're grateful for this opportunity. We know these guys gonna bring it. We know Gav gonna bring it. It's gonna be a show.
Nice.
It's gonna be a show. Come out and enjoy it in person. It's gonna be dope.
All right. Well, gentlemen, thanks so much. It's always a pleasure to have you guys here in studio. It's always good vibes when y'all come in the studio.
Always. Good vibes only. And live how life should be.
How life should be.
Good vibes
How
only.
life should be. So I want to thank you guys so much for coming and sharing. And to the audience, don't forget that it's this Saturday at Lit Lounge. It's intimate and interactive. You can go and check out the volleyball from 6.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I think music by DJ Yush as well early. And then at 9 o'clock, it's a big show.
Dinner at the family table.
Bring
Yeah,
a dinner at the family table.
Trust me, you gonna want to eat what being served. Real talk, real talk.
Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Alright.
Thank you,
Love,
brother.
bro.
Could this be what I've been missing? You came into my world and I can't just let you walk away. So I follow the stars right to your heart, 'cause I can't fight this feeling. And I kiss every scar. Just show me how far, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'll find you wherever you are. I'll find you wherever you are. I'll find you wherever you are. Style and grace, you know you've got it. Oh girl, what a thing. Better find your loving, so sweet and genuine. My lips on your neck, every time we caress. I've tried, but I could never forget. Oh baby, I follow the stars right to your heart, 'cause I can't fight this feeling. It's a real thing, and I kiss every scar. Just show me how far, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'll find you wherever you are. Got to find you. It's been way too long. I've got to find you. Just hold on till I get there. I'll know when I've reached my destination. you know that it's me. I'll follow the stars right to your heart. 'Cause girl, I know it's real. I had seen it from the start. I'll kiss